Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Super Primetime Max. And it's time now for the nation's sharpest opinion. Viewers, the world's biggest election ends tomorrow. This is the end of the most mammoth exercise in the history of the world vis-a-vis polling of the largest democratic exercise ever through time. This is a moment which you would think that everyone across the political spectrum would be celebrating. Look at what we've achieved. 7-phase massive election in the world's most populous country, the world's greatest and largest democracy. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm picking up some very, very strong chatter that there is a secret plan to challenge and threaten the greatest democratic process in the world, the Indian election. And I'm told that there are secret meetings going on Form 17C and how to create an issue regarding EVMs. Now, Form 17C is meant to be filled up by the presiding officer on the day of polling. Form 17C records the voter turnout in every polling station of every constituency. There are approximately 12 lakh polling stations across the country. And I'm being told that there are going to be marathon sessions tomorrow about narratives about how Form 17C will be manipulated. I'm told there is a whole social media machinery, influencers, politubers, supported and financed by the biggest leaders in national politics, who will start from tomorrow begin a campaign on how to doubt the EVMs. And I'm told that the Congress party has already announced that it will boycott the exit polls because they doubt those numbers as well. And therefore, the way I'm looking at it is that there is an entire operation on, ladies and gentlemen. A dangerous operation on to undermine your vote, to undermine you, to undermine our country, to undermine our country's democracy, to undermine the Indian election, to undermine Bharat, and to make the world doubt the results of the Indian elections. This is nothing short of treachery. I'm told there is a very active machinery, both in political quarters, their handmaidens in the Lutyens media, and a foreign cabal of journalists and influencers, Cambridge Analytica types, who the moment June 4th hits, or even as soon as starting tomorrow evening, when the exit poll will come out, they will start to question the results. They will start saying that the Modi government, if it comes in for a record third term, has come in on a manipulated process, not by way of any proof to their argument. They never have proof, but an entire dirty, sinister operation is on already to try and sully the result and undermine our own country. And that is why tonight I say to these people, don't be such sore losers when it comes to it. Whatever the result, accept it. Don't sully this magnificent election that we have gone through. Just accept the result. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to quickly bring you the headlines this evening. The Congress party, already behaving like sore losers, are boycotting the exit polls, calling it speculation and a TRP slugfest. This comes after Rahul Gandhi has claimed that the Congress party will form the government on the 4th of June. This is the Congress party's speculation of convenience. Complete crisis of governance in Delhi. The Aam Aadmi Party creates havoc in Delhi. There is complete water shortage, not a drop to drink, not a moment of governance. All the AAP wants to know is whether Kejriwal will go back to jail or not. Yet another scandal hits the Congress party. And the scandal is in Karnataka, where there are allegations that 87 crore rupees have been siphoned off in Karnataka by the Congress government. The INDI bloc, led by the Congress party, has openly said that they are against the exit polls, that they will not accept the exit polls, they will not go on air about the exit polls, and we are also hearing chatter. I am hearing from my sources that certain Congress paid influencers, individuals, foreign organizations, Indian organizations, political parties, groups are all coming together to create an atmosphere starting tomorrow, culminating and peaking after the 4th, which will be aimed at undermining the results of the general elections. Therefore, in short, these parties, these groups, if and when they lose, will not accept defeat or accept the results. They will question the election results themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're picking up.
Is there a secret plan to challenge the greatest democratic process in the world? Will INDI or won't INDI accept the verdict on the 4th of June? Against EVMs, against the media, even against exit polls. The Congress has declared that exit polls are speculation and slugfest for the TRP. On one hand, Rahul Gandhi has said Congress will form the government on the 4th of June.
4 जून को इंडिया गठबंधन की सरकार बनेगी, 5 जुलाई को 8,500 रुपए अंदर जुलाई में मिलेगा, अगस्त, सितंबर, अक्टूबर, नवंबर, दिसंबर, जनवरी, फरवरी चलता जाएगा, खटाखट अंदर.
And on the other, they're even calling exit polls speculation.
मैं पहले सुना करता था कि लोग दिन में सपने देखते हैं. मुझे अब पता चला दिन में सपना देखने का मतलब क्या होता है. 4 जून को यूपी की जनता इनको नींद से जगाने वाली है और तब ये ठिकरा ईवीएम पर फोड़ेंगे.
भाइयों बहनों, 4 तारीख को मोदी जी की, भाजपा की, एनडीए की विजय निश्चित है और 4 तारीख को दोपहर को आप देख लेना, ये राहुल बाबा के लोग प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस करेंगे कि ये ईवीएम के कारण हम हारे.
The entire INDI alliance has boycotted media time and again, claiming propaganda, just like they blamed EVMs under the Modi government. As our focus shifts to the 4th of June, is the INDI alliance making a secret plan to challenge India's elections?
I don't know the authenticity of that reel, Saurabh. I don't know if you saw it, but there was this one where there's a very frustrated individual being interviewed by someone from one of these scroll wire types. And the person says, the reporter says, you know, I am in Jawahar Bhavan, there are a lot of people here and we are all sitting together. There are influencers who are coming and we are all working very hard. We are going to decide to challenge the verdict. Anything can happen. We will go to court. We will not accept the verdict. And then the clip stops. I don't know if you saw the clip. Did you see the clip?
I've seen it, Arnab. You know, as you mentioned that I'm really worried about the fact that India, one of the biggest things that India has as a country is our vibrant democracy. The fact that we've had a whole series of independent elections where there has been a smooth transition of power. That is what the world recognizes. Everybody praises it.
Yes.
And that itself, the biggest symbol of Indian democracy, which is the Indian election process, is now sought to be undermined by certain vested interests.
You're sure they will? You're sure about it? I feel pretty sure. I feel pretty sure that when they lose the results, they will start this campaign.
And my concern is that problem for them is that they don't want to see a strong leadership in India. They want a feeble leadership. They want somebody who can be pushed around. And that is what their problem is with Narendra Modi, who has been a strong prime minister. And these vested interests want to have a puppet leader who can be controlled by various groups. And that's what the problem is. But I think the people of India are smart enough.
But they are going to do this. I feel, when I see their behavior of late, and I want to bring in Tuhin and Ramesh Sabharwal, I have no doubt in my mind that when they lose, or rather let me be polite and say if and when they lose, they will start this campaign that this was not a fair election. They will start questioning EVM. They will start questioning. It's a very well planned thing. Everyone on please. It's very well planned. You will see them, instead of saying on June 4th, we have lost an election for the third time and Narendra Modi will be the Prime Minister and we will support him and work constructively with him as an opposition, they will go to foreign media, Al Jazeera, these foreign publications and say that Indian democracy is bad. They will turn completely anti-national. They will take a Ramesh Sabharwal anti-national line and say Indian elections have been compromised. I think this is going to be their approach. Am I correct? That's not my suspicion, that's also my view, Mr. Sabharwal.
Arnab,
yes.
On 4th June the counting will be done.
Will you accept the verdict?
On 4th June.
Will you accept the verdict?
If there will be a cyber crime, how will I accept the verdict?
If there will be, he calls the Indian election a cyber crime.
People,
Congress party.
You people.
You watch this. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to open up the phone call.
You people.
Yeah, you people.
Now you people have already started. No, you people have already started the narrative of BJP because they are involved in that scam. The people of India will expose them if they will do this scam this time.
Accept the result.
Enough.
Accept the result.
The people of India.
Accept the result.
If the bogus result, how will you accept? If I have done 100% marks, if I have secured 100% marks, why? I will go for revaluation. Arnab, you people are so afraid. Chor ki daadi mein tinka. Mr. Modi, Mr. Amit Shah are doing something wrong for the nation. They are killing the democracy.
I request you all. Watch the body language.
The people of India will taught them a lesson.
I have to intervene. We are coming to a very important point in the debate. Viewers, over years I have done these debates, and one thing I watch, Tuhin, body language and the choice of words. Today you have a very senior Congress leader who calls the greatest democratic election exercise in the world a cyber crime and a bogus election.
Arnab, today the Congress party...
What's the choice of words? Yeah.
The Congress party today is a fringe group which is out to defame India come what may. And the plans for defying this electoral verdict had started almost 1.5 years ago when Rahul Gandhi started abusing India's democracy in UK, in US last year. But now, when he realizes that all of his efforts have failed once again, please don't bargain like this. You had enough opportunities to score your, to make your point. Today when they realize, I'm giving you 2 or 3 instances of how viciously negatively they fought this election right from the start. They doctored a video of Home Minister, just to spread the rumor, just to spread the wild rumor that we were, bringing reservations to an end, for which obviously some of the congressmen had to be arrested. Secondly, they tried to create a stampede in Phulpur. Everybody knows that there was, the crowd mismanagement was deliberately done. And today I'm making this very big charge. It was deliberately done by Rahul Gandhi and Akhilesh Yadav to show there was a stampede because the local candidate in Phulpur of the INDI alliance did not have adequate support. Then he abused journalists who interviewed Prime Minister, calling them chamchas. Then he abused the Election Commission. Obviously, he keeps abusing the Prime Minister since eternity. Then he abused Wealth Creator, and now this fringe group is ready to abuse the people of India once again.
Yeah.
My point is simple. How many times have you gone to the Honorable Supreme Court and to the different...
Louder, audio better,
challenging the Election Commission, and how many times have you been shown the door? How many times have you been told that there is no problem with the EVM, there is no problem with India's electoral process? Then why do you want to defame it time and again? Stop this boycott politics, stop this abuse politics, participate in India's rich democracy.
Yeah, this is a very...
अरे वीवीपैट की काउंटिंग कराओ ना, क्यों नहीं कराते काउंटिंग? Why you people are afraid? अरे भगवान से डरो. Don't behave like Britishers.
I think
you are very.
You would be in a better position.
जवाब नहीं दे रहे, आप जवाब घुमा रहे हो.
I think that the question to ask at this point is, Mr. Sabharwal, we are Tuhin, please.
Social media में
Mr. Sabharwal,
रिपब्लिक टीवी डालता है क्वेश्चन, कौन जीतेगा? 90% ऑफ पीपल आर वोटिंग फॉर इंडिया अलायंस. 90%. अरे यार हेरा फेरी मत करो, इस देश को पाकिस्तान मत बनाओ, हाथ जुड़वा लो, भगवान मत बनो.
आप लोग
मोदी जी
मीडिया में स्क्रीनशॉट्स डाल रहे हैं, हर रोज फेक स्क्रीनशॉट्स डाल रहे हैं. किसी ने नहीं कहा ये जो आप पोल कह रहे हैं वो सब फेक स्क्रीनशॉट है. Arnab, he asked a very pointed question about VVPAT. Let me answer that. Let me answer that. He asked a very simple pointed question about VVPAT. I think you would be in a better position to corroborate this. I think to the best of my knowledge, there are about 25% of the constituencies where VVPAT corroboration is being done. They had approached the Supreme Court for VVPAT corroboration on all constituencies, and the court had ruled that was not needed. Because 25% is enough sample to authenticate that.
Sir, I just I want to tell you one thing, Mr. Sabharwal, and viewers, very serious debate tonight, and I want you to please tell everyone to use the hashtag accept the verdict, because we have to put pressure on the India Alliance to accept the verdict. And
GST लगाए, गब्बर सिंह टैक्स को एक्सेप्ट करे,
you accept the verdict.
फार्मर्स को मरवाए, बेरोजगारी बढ़ाए.
I want you to accept. I want you to accept the verdict, Mr. Sabharwal. Mr. Sabharwal, you can attack me, you can abuse me, but you have to accept the verdict. Everyone on. You accept the verdict.
Why should I abuse you?
Will you accept the verdict, Mr. Sabharwal? Mr. Sabharwal, will you accept the verdict? I am asking you. Will you accept the verdict?
If there is a hera fairy, we will not accept.
So, which means if you lose, you will call it a hera fairy and not accept it. This is premeditated action.
If they will hera fairy,
what are you doing? Mr. Sabharwal, control yourself. Everyone on this. आप इतिहास के बारे में मुझे Sabharwal.
मैं एक और बड़ी बात कह रहा हूँ अर्नब. योगेंद्र यादव was unleashed upon the media 3 weeks ago with a deliberate plan. People like Yogendra Yadav were.
क्या नहीं बनने देंगे? एक मिनट. क्या नहीं बनने देंगे? एक मिनट. 2 in 1 minute. क्या नहीं बनने देंगे?
हिंदुस्तान को पाकिस्तान नहीं बनने देंगे. उसके लोकतंत्र को खत्म नहीं करेंगे.
अच्छा, ये बताइए मुझे, जवाहर भवन में
वीवीपैट की काउंटिंग कराओ ना. अगर तब है मोदी जी ने.
अच्छा, आवाज
प्लीज काउंट वीवीपैट.
देखिए, लास्ट टाइम आपको 6% वोट्स मिले थे यूपी में.
झूठ पे झूठ.
6% वोट्स मिले थे बिहार में. लोग आपको रिजेक्ट कर चुके हैं.
50% भी मिलते थे. अभी हमें सारे वोट मिल रहे हैं.
तो आपको वोट नहीं मिल रहे तो इलेक्शन रिग्ड है.
मिले थे.
आपको वोट नहीं मिल रहे.
हमें क्यों नहीं मिल रहे?
कहाँ मिले थे? कितने मिले थे दिल्ली में?
मोदी जी नहीं करते हैं.
दिल्ली में कितने वोट मिले थे आपको?
करते हैं.
दिल्ली में कितने वोट मिलते हैं आपको?
सारे मिले. सारी सीटें जीतेंगे दिल्ली में. सारी सीटें जीतेंगे दिल्ली में अगर फेयर इलेक्शन हुए तो.
आप आदमी पार्टी का हाथ पकड़ के इलेक्शन लड़ रहे
पार्टी और हमने अलाइज किया है,
उनका हाथ पकड़ के आप इलेक्शन,
हमारा अलाइज है,
उनका हाथ कोई इलेक्शन नहीं, आप जूनियर पार्टनर है,
देश को बचा रहे हो
आप जूनियर पार्टनर,
देश को एक
आप आम आदमी पार्टी के जूनियर पार्टनर है।
देश के किसान को
Now viewers, I have an extraordinary situation, Subir da, where the Congress party seems to have begun a campaign not to accept the verdict. I have never seen something as extraordinary as this. And whatever their compulsion to do this, I think this is a terrible kind of position to start taking 3 to 4 days before the results.
Well, let me tell you, Arnab, 3-4 things.
आप कर रहे हो, आपने शुरू किया, आप डिबेट कर रहे हो, आपने
Can these gentlemen stop and allow us to speak?
हम टॉपिक लेके आए।
Sir, Congress party is getting very emotional before the
अच्छा, ये
election.
verbal autocracy का क्या मतलब है भाई? आप हमारा भी सुनिए ना,
Subir
हमारा भी
Bhawan,
कोई तजुर्बा है।
जी,
हाँ?
बोलिए।
So, listen, first thing is, and I've seen this happen in Bengal over and over, if anybody has a specific allegation that hera-pheri hua hai, rigging hua hai, they ask for there is an immediate demand to countermand the elections. Now, across the country, you have already had 6 phases of election. May I ask you, Arnab, in how many states, in how many constituencies have there been?
People of India will tell you.
Don't interfere, you bloody fool!
इस बार लोग चुप नहीं बैठेंगे।
If you can shout, I can shout. बात सुनो हमारा। इसीलिए कांग्रेस का बैंड बज रहा है। आप जैसे प्रवक्ता बन के बैठते हो, चुनाव करना है, बात सुनो।
लोग चुप नहीं बैठेंगे।
एलिगेशन है तो आफ्टर एवरी इलेक्शन अगर कहीं हेराफेरी हुआ है, there is a specific demand to countermand that election. My question to you, Arnab, is across all these number of states where elections have happened, only few left now, last phase is left. In how many seats have Congress and other parties raised specific demand to countermand the elections? Is there a specific demand? I want to talk specific, not general thing. जब होगा तब, अगर हेराफेरी हुआ तो हम हल्ला करेंगे। अरे हेराफेरी अगर होना था तो हो चुका है। So much election has already happened.
Subirda, let me tell you my information. Can I share my information with you?
I believe in common sense, okay, which is very uncommon.
No.
Common sense thing is, if any opposition party or anybody has a specific allegation that यहाँ पर हेराफेरी हुआ है, they have to raise it then and there, not after 3 days, not after results are out. आप उंगली मत उठाओ।
वीवीपैट की काउंटिंग
तोड़ना हमको भी आता है, समझ गए? Don't interfere. बात सुनिए, be democratic. Now,
सच बोलेंगे, सच बोलने में तबाही है।
Congress does not want to accept the verdict.
अरे आप सच का
तो कहना चाहिए आपको।
बात तो सुनिए ना। Why are you shouting all the time? If you shout, I can out-shout you. Don't forget I'm from Bengal. माइक के सामने हमारे साथ दादागिरी मत करना। We know how to do it. Now listen, Arnab, this is the first thing, that if there is no specific allegation raised in any particular constituency, and it is raised afterwards, 5 days after the results are out, then obviously there is a question.
Yes, Subirda, I agree with you. I agree with you.
No, and second thing, Arnab, is very important, which is, if you have got your act together, David Butler used to teach us at Oxford, the father of modern election science, that if you have to bring down a hegemonic big party, you need IOU, Index of Opposition Unity. That Index of Opposition Unity was highest in 1977, when the opposition people from RSS to socialists were in one particular platform which had become a party. Today that is not the case. So there is an obvious weakness in this alliance, which calls itself India Alliance, that the Index of Opposition Unity is pretty weak. I will bring another factor here. There are 3 states in eastern India and 5 down south, where 223 parties are there. And in these places, the non-BJP parties have been preponderant. Now, if Rahul Gandhi had any sense of strategy, he would not go and finger the regional parties there. For a couple of more seats for the Congress, he would concentrate on 16 other states and try to win 100 to 110 seats.
I wish to intervene with some very strong information, sir. And we seek everyone's indulgence as I share this. It's very important. Viewers, first I'll take a caller, Suresh from Chennai, and then I'll share the information. Suresh, what do you think is happening here? The Congress Party India Alliance seem to be not keen to accept the verdict even before it's out.
Yeah, Arnab, good evening.
Good evening.
First of all, I would like to know whether you have a standby. Hello?
Yes.
Can I speak?
Please, Suresh.
Yeah. First of all, I would like to know whether you got an ambulance on standby, because the way the Congress people are jumping, they might have a seizure. They might have a heart attack. I would actually pity the voters if at all they are going to vote India into power.
Don't worry about us. Worry about Modi ji.
Rahul Gandhi? I really.
Worry about Modi ji. That's why he has gone for meditation.
You can imagine the way Mr. Sabharwal is shouting. I think he can have an heart attack. So we better have
I tell you one thing, Suresh. Suresh,
I think create heart attack. We give heart attack to the people.
Who is going to be the president? Rahul Gandhi?
We know how to fight with Britishers.
That is the biggest.
I tell you, Suresh, listen. Suresh,
We know how to fight with Britishers.
Suresh, you know, people from Chennai have such a great sense of humor. I always admire my friends from Tamil Nadu. They have fantastic sense of humor. And you know, I like it. Everybody's now
Tamarind sense of humor.
Yeah, I want to share one information with you. My research team has put out some excellent information I want to share with you. Now I'll make this very serious. I want everyone on the screen, I want to share it with you. Viewers, I think there is a conspiracy in this country. It's a well-planned conspiracy against the Indian election by a group of parties who know that they will lose. And Sabharwal ji, zara suniye. This is very important information. Viewers, please take your own notes. I am sharing with this with you, viewers. As per the information, can I request you to be quiet for a while, Mr. Sabharwal? Please, sir. अब मेरा भी हो जाएगा सीजर प्रोग्राम पे आपको कंट्रोल करते करते. Please.
Arnab, be careful.
Every night I have to come. 1 minute, please. Question is, viewers. In early May 2024, an Israeli company is hired to put out lines and a narrative against BJP and for Congress party. This has been tracked by the creators of ChatGPT, OpenAI, and put out in a report. Number 2, on the 3rd of May, right at the time when the Israeli firm got activated, the Communist Party of India, Marxist, wrote a letter to the Chief Election Commissioner seeking an explanation for the delay in the release of voter turnout data. This relates to doubting Form 17, using Form 17 to discredit the Election Commission. Point number 3, on the same day, please note, on the same day, Mallikarjun Kharge writes saying there is a calamity relating to Form 17. 3 days later, ADR, the association called ADR, approaches the Supreme Court of India seeking the publication of Form 17C on the Election Commission website within 48 hours. Such a well-calibrated campaign. And finally, however, to in 1 minute, on the 24th of May, the top court of India adjourns the matter to July. Now, what am I talking about here? Please understand, viewers, the use of technology, foreign companies, lot of money approaching the Supreme Court, use of NGOs, and the social media influence campaign, all aimed at undermining the results of the election. Pullarao, do you see how this has been scientifically done? And now that they know they are losing, they say, we will not accept the result. Viewers, please note every step of the way what I put before you. Pularao, I think I've exposed it all. I think I've exposed everyone. This is the Mir Jafarization of Indian politics. This is the Mir Jafarization of Indian politics. Yes.
No. All this is very routine.
Routine.
You have said.
Foreign interference, technology, money, NGOs, routine.
I want to come in.
Undermining, not accepting a result, routine. Pularao.
There is no foreign interference. And every political party is worried that they want a proper counting done, a proper announcement of results, and that's all. And somewhere else, I must point out that most of the surveys which have come out, they give a very mixed view of the results.
Which survey? Which survey has come out, sir? Which survey?
Many.
Which one? Name one.
They're doing, in the south particularly.
Which one? No survey has come out till now. No, sir. Not one survey has come out. Which survey are you talking about?
Many surveys.
No survey has come out. Since the results started, no survey has come out. Again, falsity. Falsity. I didn't expect you to lie on my program.
They have done well. They have done well in the elections.
These elections perhaps saw the largest number of fake apologists on social media, to create a narrative for the INDI alliance. And also, can you investigate, Arnab, if Yogendra Yadav was under the payroll of this Israeli company? Because the way he suddenly...
I don't take Yogendra Yadav seriously.
No, but the way he erupted 3 weeks ago, all of a sudden, and start every second...
Yogendra Yadav can't win a housing society election.
No, my point is, was he under the payroll of this Israeli agency?
That you investigate. That I don't want to comment on.
That needs to be investigated, because the way he erupted all of a sudden 3 weeks ago, I think he had some handlers. He was certainly...
I have a caller, Abhishek from Kolkata. Abhishek.
Whether there was a...
Abhishek, what's going on? Why is the Congress refusing to accept the results already?
Arnab, good evening to you and all the panelists. We would be voting in Kolkata tomorrow. And me and my family, we would be putting in 5 nails into the coffin of the INDI alliance for sure. And I have a question for Mr. Romesh Sabharwal, who is all dramatics and no substance every day on your debate.
He's a very senior Congress leader.
Could he kindly explain how a ruling government lost election in 2004-05 and again in 2014 if the ruling party can manipulate the EVMs?
Might be. They will be doing that.
What?
What are you saying?
They will be doing that. That's what they are saying, na? Why can't they do the VVPAT counting of the slips? Why they are afraid of us? Why they are afraid of farmers? Why they are afraid of Mahilas? Why they are afraid of women? Why they are afraid of unemployed youth?
Who's afraid of women?
Why they are afraid of women? The whole country is, nobody likes Mr. Modi.
For us in largest numbers. Who's afraid of
Mr.
women?
Modi is a leader of only 10% people. GST, coupled with tax, price inflation, loan of the country. Are Indians, are Bharat ke log pagal hai?
This is a strange nail. This is a set of losers complex,
On a bigger point, Mr. Sabharwal must answer to that.
The thing is, Arnab, I was going through a video of 20th of May, which a viral video which came up in the social media where it was seen that a UP teenager was voting for 8 to 10 times in the UP elections. So this brings certain questions as to the transparency of the voting process, the transparency of the...
Neil, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you tell me where in Uttar Pradesh this video was from?
There was a viral video. You can check it.
No, 1 minute. Don't keep repeating viral video. You don't even know where in Uttar Pradesh it was from. And you're using it to make a judgment about the Indian election.
No, I'm not making any judgment.
What is the origin of the video? What is the origin of the video? No, 1 minute. No. In today's day of AI, anybody, 1 minute. Where is, okay, I'll ask you 2 questions. Neil, I'll ask you 2 questions. One.
It is not mandatory.
Neil, I will ask you two questions.
If anybody is active,
Neil,
then
I'll ask
he may
you two
challenge it in
questions.
the election petition.
Neil, don't get nervous. One, where is the video from?
Nothing to get nervous of.
Yeah, very good. Neil, where exactly in UP is the video from? B, who shot the video? C, what is the date of the video? 4, and most importantly, what is the origin of the video? And if your answer to all 4 is I don't know, if your answer to all 4 is I don't know, then I want to know how an educated person like you can accept anything at face value to undermine your own country.
No. Let me answer.
Just you're losing the election, you want to undermine your own country.
You are today so in a preconceived notion that BJP will win the election. There is a secret conspiracy among the INDI bloc persons that they may not accept the result. If anybody is aggrieved by the result, then he must election.
See, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. Neil, see. Listen, I'm responding to you now. Neil, see. I am pretty confident that the BJP will form the government, and it is my understanding from vote swings, vote percentage, the baseline of the last election, where the BJP is 18 points ahead of the Congress party, the gap that is to be covered, and simple what Subirda calls common sense. Now, listen to me. I am requesting you, how can you people run an election on the basis of fake news? You pick up one video, say it is proof that one person is voting 8 times for the BJP. You don't know the authenticity of the video. You don't know whether the person is an actor. You don't know whether the video is true. No. So Saurabh, he doesn't even know whether the video is true, but it suits his campaign.
Let me say, just to hear me out. You pointed about
Neil and Saurabh are on a versus right
a certain video. You've spoken.
We're going to open up to more calls tonight.
Do you know?
Accept the verdict. Accept the verdict. Accept the verdict, I say.
You know, election commission has taken action.
How can you say that we are not accepting the verdict?
Any such incident cannot be used to undermine India's election process. Whether it's the national election or state election, India has had a robust record of elections which have been recognized by everybody across the globe. Don't use your vested interest to undermine India's democracy and our election process. It is the case. In this case, when you're talking about action was taken, there are enough important
No, you guys.
There are enough important don't try to
How many numbers? I have Motorola phone. On the Motorola moment, ladies and gentlemen, or what I must say. See, I tell you this. You know, when I launched Republic, Ramesh Sabarwal ji, I said we'll be the #1 channel. And we became the #1 channel. We remained the #1 channel for 7 years with the #1 network in the country. The losers got so angry, these losers, they said we will walk out of the rating system. Arnab is a scamster, TRP scam, this, that, they said. At the end of the day, everything was proven false, right? Sachin Vaze went to jail. Uddhav Thackeray is nowhere. And even today, Republic is #1, the most popular channel in the country. Now, question is, jo hai to hai. I'm requesting you tonight, accept the result. Viewers, do you think, are you with me? Accept the result. Pramod is calling in from Hyderabad. And before I take Pramod, let's get the phone lines ringing. I'll hear that again. And I want to say, Seema says, it looks like the Congress is already preparing to be a sole loser. Jay says, opposition should concede defeat rather than create a controversy. Sam says, the country needs an intelligent opposition on alliance, not controversy. Chaitanya says, funny to question a democratic process that is more than 70 years old. And on the phone line, I have Pramod from Hyderabad. Pramod, what do you think is going on?
Very good evening, Arnab.
Good evening, Pramod.
First and
How are you?
foremost, I appreciate the way you hold the debate.
Thank you.
Second, I highly appreciate all the spokesmen of INDI Alliance, the way they are so pretty well tutored to not to see the truth. The writing on the wall is not visible to them.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I can talk is they simply stonewall every statement. They can't see. I mean, they might be so fantastically tutored to not to see the truth.
Yeah. I don't know.
And this gentleman is talking about making India Pakistan. What exactly does he mean by that?
Yeah, what does he mean? I don't know. I mean, you know, every time they lose the results, they blame EVMs. You know, they lost Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh. They said it's because of EVM. And Kejriwal, after he lost in 2017 Punjab...
Kejriwal takes the cake.
Yeah, he said EVMs in Punjab.
I have got to see a person who has got a more thicker skin than Kejriwal.
Yes,
I mean, the only thing I can say is they all of them.
Yes, Sabharwal, you have to accept the verdict. Pramod, stay on the line. Sabharwal ji, accept the verdict. Accept it. Jo bhi hai, accept it. Be graceful. थोड़ा ग्रेसफुल
बोलने दोगे 2 मिनट बोलने दोगे
या 100% दूंगा मैं आपकी तरफ
इस देश के किसान बेवकूफ नहीं है इस देश के गरीब लोग बेवकूफ नहीं है इस देश के पब्लिक बेवकूफ नहीं बन सकती है बहुत बन गए सच्चाई है सड़कों पे निकलेंगे बता रहे हैं अगर इस बार हेराफेरी करी
नो 1 मिनट ये सड़कों में निकलेंगे 1 मिनट व्हाट इज सड़कों में निकलेंगे एनार्की ही वांट्स सिविल वॉर दिस मैन नो कांग्रेस पार्टी एब्सोल्युटली व्हाट डू यू मीन सड़कों में निकलेंगे डिड यू हियर दैट सौरभ तुहिन Do you see that insidious plan, ladies and gentlemen? They will undermine you. They will undermine you.
बहुत अन्याय कर रहे हैं लोग बहुत अन्याय हो रहा है देश के साथ गरीब लोग मर रहे हैं
He's threatening.
पूरी तरह भारत में चढ़ाई मची हुई है
Open threats going on. Open threats, viewers. They are threatening violence. They are threatening violence now.
The new Naxalites, they are out on an insidious mission to defame the country. The Congress is a fringe group.
No, what did you hear that?
He has proved what I said. The Congress is the new Naxal group.
आंदोलन करेंगे लड़ेंगे मरेंगे संघर्ष करेंगे
फवाद चौधरी
इस देश को बचाएंगे इस देश के संविधान को
सपोर्ट करेंगे आपको
बचाएंगे
फवाद चौधरी सपोर्ट करेंगे आपको आएंगे आपके लिए खड़े
होने भारत हमारे साथ है पूरा भारत हमारे साथ है
अगर आप यहाँ के इलेक्टोरल प्रोसेस पर करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं तो पहले तेलंगाना की सरकार से इस्तीफा दीजिए क्योंकि तेलंगाना में 6 महीने पहले इलेक्शन हुए थे अगर वो इलेक्शन सही था तो पूरे देश के इलेक्शन
यही तो है यही तो गेम है वहां पे बीजेपी थी नहीं
I'm just very worried.
I tell you one thing.
I'm very concerned for Mr. Sabharwal, and I hope Kharge ji and Rahul Gandhi don't behave in this manner on 4th June. I hope Rahul Gandhi and Kharge ji don't behave in this manner.
No, ladies and gentlemen, we are in a very, very serious situation because just now you have heard the Congress party, Subirda, you heard the Congress party saying Sarko pe aayenge, ladenge, marenge. Is this the kind of language you need? If you can't win an election, change your leader or change your party.
Arnab, can I?
Subirda, please. Subirda, please.
No, can I? Sabharwal ji, 1 minute. आपने कहा अगर हेरा फेरी हुआ तो सड़कों पे आएंगे मतलब अभी तक हेरा फेरी नहीं हुआ है अगर हेरा फेरी हुआ तो सड़कों पे आएंगे so that means he thinks हेरा फेरी will be in counting not in the election process if this is not common sense voting. Secondly, I again want to reiterate and ask that let us look at Bangladesh. Moment the opposition felt that there is huge
we'll keep everyone on.
They just pulled out of the election.
We'll keep everyone on. It's gone crazy tonight. Subirda, my phone lines have gone crazy. My phone lines have gone crazy, Subirda. People are angry. People are amused. People want to participate because this election is about them. And let me tell you, I felt so proud. And you know, if you see my nail, the person at the polling booth was particularly generous. He gave me such a big swab of nail. It looks like black nail polish. I felt proud. I felt happy. I felt joyous. I felt empowered when I came out of the polling booth. And I took pictures. I was happy. It was the happiest day this summer for me. And for people to come and say that if we lose, we are going to get violent, we are going to hit the streets, we are going to abuse the country's election process itself is completely unbearable and nauseating. Sir, don't do it, Mr. Sabharwal. No jokes now.
अब हर बात
Sir, you have no right to undermine my vote. You have no right to undermine the vote of any Indian voter. If you've lost, you've lost. If you won, you won.
It's a democratic right to protest.
What is this? Kuch bhi?
You can protest the result.
I have every chance of filing an election petition.
अब तक हेराफेरी नहीं हुआ है क्या? हेराफेरी कब?
Immediately, if there is something wrong, it has.
You are now. See,
Otherwise, say you there's nothing wrong in that.
it has already happened.
Let us set aside a few seconds to thank the thousands and thousands of police personnel, to thank the thousands of employees who have gone out of the way to make this election process such a success. The Congress is insulting them like nothing is Persians.
Sound and fury signifying nothing does not win you a political argument and does not win you elections.
Of police personnel and to the employees who have gone out of their way in this summer heat and humidity to make election process a success. The Congress is insulting their hard work. The Congress is insulting their integrity, and the nation will never forgive these urban knuckles.
See, it's like this.
The nation will never forgive
There are two
these urban
sides.
knuckles.
One is the election process, EVM is part of it. One is the counting.
आपको हेराफेरी करने थे.
I want to play Amit Shah's bite that has just come in. Amit Shah's soundbite has come in on the Congress boycotting exit polls. I want to play that.
कमाते हैं, टैक्स देते हैं इस मुल्क में और
कि कांग्रेस पार्टी कल एग्जिट पोल पर डिस्कशन का बहिष्कार कर रही है. कई समय से कांग्रेस पार्टी डिनायल मोड में आ रही है. ये पूरा इलेक्शन ये कैंपेन करते रहे कि हमारा बहुमत आने जा रहा है, बहुमत आने जा रहा है. अब उनको भी स्थिति मालूम है कि कल के चुनाव के बाद आने वाले एग्जिट पोल में इनकी प्रचंड हार होने वाली है और किस मुंह से वो मीडिया को फेस करे. इसलिए एग्जिट पोल की पूरी एक्सरसाइज को ही नकार रहे हैं कि एग्जिट पोल का कोई मतलब नहीं है, 4 तारीख को परिणाम आने हैं. एग्जिट पोल कई समय से चल रहा है, हर बार वो हिस्सा लेते, मगर इस बार हार के कारण एक्सप्लेन न कर पाने की स्थिति में वो इसका बहिष्कार कर रहे हैं. और कांग्रेस पार्टी वैसे भी जब से राहुल गांधी मुख्य व्यवस्था में आए हैं कांग्रेस पार्टी की डिनायल मोड में जी रही है. सुप्रीम कोर्ट से कोई अनुकूल जजमेंट नहीं आता है तो न्यायिक व्यवस्था पर सवाल खड़े कर देना, इलेक्शन कमीशन की प्रोसेस पर सवाल खड़े कर देना, ईवीएम पर सवाल खड़े कर देना, पार्लियामेंट में बहस करने की जगह पार्लियामेंट छोड़कर भाग जाना, संवैधानिक पदों की अवहेलना करना, इनकी मिमिक्री करना और एजेंसियों पर भी सवाल खड़ा करना. मुझे लगता है कि राहुल गांधी के कांग्रेस में मुख्य व्यवस्था में आने के बाद कांग्रेस देश की सभी प्रकार की संस्थाएं, चाहे मीडिया हो, चाहे न्यायिक व्यवस्था हो, चाहे पार्लियामेंट हो, चाहे संवैधानिक पद पर बैठे हुए लोग हो, चाहे एजेंसियां हो, सबके सामने डिनायल मोड में आ चुकी है. ये इसी का परिणाम है कि ये कल के एग्जिट पोल का बहिष्कार कर रहे हैं. मैं कांग्रेस के नेताओं को कहना चाहता हूं कि शुतुरमुर्ग वृत्ति से कभी किसी का फायदा नहीं होता.
That's as much of Amit Shah's statement as we have now, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the way I see it, this has been a very interesting debate, hasn't it? I really can't believe, as of now, that we've had a debate. I really can't believe, actually, that we've had a debate in which you have the Congress party virtually saying they will not accept the verdict, that they will hit the streets, they will boycott the exit polls. And the way I see it, there have been these reports of some meeting in Jawahar Bhavan, which is a Vadra family building. Apparently, there is a meeting of influencers, Congress supporters, polytubers, YouTubers, media experts sitting together and devising a plan on how to confuse the minds of the people about the election results, and then even go for the legal route, challenge the results if it doesn't suit them. I don't know if this is true, but it must be investigated. Ladies and gentlemen, the way I see it, if you lose the election, change your leader or change your party. If you will do neither, you have no business denying the country its right to elect its own government. Tomorrow is exit poll day. I start at 4. We're reporting all day. Final day of voting, exciting days ahead, and I'll be with you every single minute of the way till the next government is formed and after.